let's get started with child themes. If you've heard of child themes but don't know what or how a child theme works, then this section is important for you. A lot of developers avoid child themes because WordPress doesn't really make it clear how to develop or use them. I don't want you to be one of these developers. A child theme is extremely powerful and useful. What makes it so useful is that you can modify an existing theme without having to worry about your code becoming irrelevant or overwritten. Back in the old days, if you wanted to modify a theme, you'd have to directly edit the files. Then, when an update was available, you'd have to start all over again and keep track of all edited files and changes. It was very annoying and time-consuming. When child themes were introduced, the whole process became so much easier because your code was never overwritten and the theme was also never modified. Now that you understand what child themes are, let's get started with creating one. Go to wordpress.org and go to these themes pages. We're going to download a theme called MH Magazine Lite. Then we're going to add this theme to our WordPress site by opening up the themes folder and then dragging the contents of this zip file into this folder like so. Next, I'm going to copy this folder and I'm going to paste it in again. I'm going to rename this file and use the same name, except I'm going to append -child so I know that this is a child theme. WordPress doesn't require you to name a child theme any particular way. This is just how I prefer to do it and how I recommend you do it. Open up the child theme and select every folder except the functions, style, and screenshot files. Delete these files. I'm now going to open up my editor and look for the child theme. Open up the functions file and delete all this code. I'm just going to leave an open PHP tag for later. We're going to do the same to the style.css file, except you should not delete the headers that come with it. From here, we're going to make two changes. The first change is the name of this theme. I'm going to add child theme to the name. Once again, this is not required, but it makes it easier to tell which theme is the parent theme and which is the child. Next, we have to define a new property called template. The value of this property will be the name of the parent theme's folder name. In our case, it would be mh-magazine-lite. This value is case sensitive. Be sure to set this value correctly. After that, you're all done. Let's go to the WordPress dashboard and navigate to Appearance. As you can see, we have two MH Magazine Lite themes. Activate the child theme version and then try visiting your site. We don't get any errors, not even in the console, but the site isn't displaying correctly. Why is that? Well, it's actually pretty simple. This is because WordPress is loading the style.css file because that's what the parent theme does. WordPress will load the functions file from the parent theme and also load the child's theme's function file. Let's take a look at the parent's function file. If you scroll down a bit, the parent theme enqueues a file with the function get_stylesheet_URI. This function will return the URI to the current theme's style.css file. Even if we are using a child theme, this would be our own style.css file and not the parent's style.css file. The parent style CSS contains all the main styles for the theme. The question is, how do we load both the parent styles and the child's styles? There are a couple of solutions here, but the developer-friendly one is by using action hooks. Let's open up the child theme's function file and add the action hook wp_enqueue_scripts. I'm going to be using an anonymous function since we won't be doing much with this child theme. I'm going to register the parent style. To get the parent style.css, we first have to use a function called get_template_directory_URI. This function will get the directory of the parent theme without the /. Since we're in the parent theme directory, we can append the style.css file name. Next, I'm going to register the child theme style.css file by using the function get_stylesheet_URI, which will return the URL to the current theme's style.css file. Lastly, I'm going to enqueue both of these files. Reload your site, and we'll now see that it's working properly. Just to make sure, I'm going to open up the child's style.css file and change the background color of the body to yellow. Refresh the page, and wow, that's absolutely hideous. But at least we know our styles are loading correctly. That's pretty much it for child themes. From here, you can add anything you like. If you were to create a file named 404.php, then your child's theme's 404 template will load instead of the parent theme's version. It's that simple. Actually, let's try that really quick. In the address bar of your browser, type in some random characters and you'll see the parent theme's 404 template being loaded. Let's create our version by creating a 404.php file inside the child theme and just add the text 404. Let's refresh this page and you will now see our template being loaded instead of the parent's version. WordPress is smart enough to know which template to use. Your child theme's templates will be loaded over the parent theme's templates. You're now free to overwrite anything from the parent theme.